welcome in everybody.
Hello, hello, my friends.
So we decided to go on live again, like we did last week for Christmas Eve. We're doing New Year's Eve. This is just going to be a fun little hangout. No script, no, nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to sit here and talk to all y'all. Not a lot of people here yet.
No.
I guess everybody's out partying.
Yeah.
Might be a little bit too early.
Yeah.
So.
It is what it is.
Yep. How is everybody? Robert Jones, hello there. Welcome in, channel member. How are you, buddy?
Oh, sorry.
So, Robert, I got to show you something funny in a few minutes when we get some more people in here. That knife came from the one I won from Spyderco, from 8 Blade HQ, the Spyderco, the one that you told me about and gave me the heads up on. And boy, it's a giant knife. I say that sarcastically. But how you doing, buddy? Good. I'm glad you're good. We're good. We're just going to hang out for a little while. We'll probably be off by 10 so people can go watch the ball drop and get ready for, for that kind of thing. But we figured we'd come on for a little bit. Just kind of say hello and,
If anybody wants to hang out with us, they're more than welcome to do it. And we'll just, kind of chat. Oh, he knows it's little.
Oh, yeah. It's really little.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Just to give you an idea, that's the box for it. I mean, you can imagine what giant knife fits in that box. But.
Mm-hmm.
Altriano, hello there. Happy New Year and welcome in. Oh, you know what? My microphone is sitting here on the table. I forgot to put that on. Again.
Mine is on. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Robert. That's a tiny little knife. Ginger Fisher, 75. Welcome in, my friend. Glad you're here. What's going on? I lost. There we go. We're all mic'd up. So people will be able to hear me even better.
Okay.
So.
Hi, everyone.
So is everybody just staying home tonight? We decided to stay home this year. Just hang out with you guys and gals and just have a good time for a little bit. Sometimes it could be amateur hour out there. So it makes it a little safer. Although I do like going out.
I am not a going outer.
Yeah, we're two different people like that. I'm a social butterfly. She's an introvert.
I am.
So, but yeah, this is, kind of what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Although tomorrow, I don't know if I even told you.
What?
I'd like to get out and do first hike.
Okay.
So.
Where?
I don't know. We can figure that out. So up here, I don't know if where everybody lives, but where we are, they have what they call first hike. And you get out on the first of the year and you go hiking. And there's several state parks that host the event.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of fun. You get out there, you kind of get your initial exercise for the year, and you get up off your booty and everything you just ate through the holiday season, you work off.
We should really think about this because the last time we did this, that's when COVID hit.
Well, that was much later in the year.
No, it wasn't. It was only a couple months after.
Right, which is later in the year. Well, it wasn't like, it happened the next day.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because we did the thing. We went out on the hike and we were like, this is gonna be our year to get healthy. And COVID hit. And yes, we are in New Jersey.
Yep, Al, we are in New Jersey. We're in Sussex County, so. But there are a bunch of state parks that are hosting the event, and there's even other, like just trails where you can go. Mm-hmm. We may just stick local because the weather's not supposed to be great tomorrow. Mixed precipitation is what I'm seeing.
Oh. So then we might not be able to do first hike.
Well, we will.
We might have to do second hike.
No, we can do it tomorrow. As long as it's not going to be like a major storm, What?
Why? Why would we want to go out in the cold and the miserable and be cold and miserable
Because it's
when
the
we
first
could be
day.
warm in the house?
Because it's the first day of the year, and the idea is to get out of the house.
But the house has all my stuff in it.
Says we have 14 people here, but not everybody has said hello yet. Jason Beecher, hello. Welcome in, my friend. How are you?
Howdy, howdy. You're in Ocean County?
Oh, okay.
I love
Awesome.
it down there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. In fact, my niece is going to be... My niece does competition cheer, and one of the areas that she's going to be performing in the end of March, the beginning of April, I think she's going to be down close to there in Delaware. But last year, or this past year, because it's almost last year, we went to Ocean City, Maryland. So, but we love Ocean City, New Jersey. We love it all the way down there. I mean, you know, you're a Jersey. Are you really from Jersey if you don't go down the shore? So.
Rolf Robertson, hello there, my friend. Happy New Year. And channel member. Oh, no longer a channel member. Oh, Rolf. By next week, you got to be a channel member again. We've got a big channel members giveaway. Mm-hmm. That'll be on Sunday. Mm-hmm. But Rolf, if Barbie's there, wish her a Happy New Year as well. Hope she's doing well. Hope you guys are doing well.
Yep. I did all messages and not...
No. Because of that damn heart, I can't see what the message is.
I know.
Tomorrow you'll fix it?
Jersey Ninja?
Lakeside 8, hello there. How you doing, buddy? Jen Blaze, TB, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Hello, everyone.
William Hornbustle, hello, my friend. How are you? So I'm here with Miss Adventure, which just coincidentally just is really a kind of cool name.
It is.
You know.
It is.
Aries EDC, hello, my friend. How are you? So Aries EDC is the one who makes the custom knives.
Okay.
My pretty purple one. Actually, I'm gonna go grab it.
Where is it?
It's out here where I was sitting.
Oh.
Because it's a knife that I carry often.
Gotcha. So he ran to go get the purple knife. It's actually a t-shirt he's wearing. It's not a sweater, Al.
It's made to look like a sweater, though.
It's made to look like a sweater, but it is not. I felt like I needed to point that out.
And there it is.
Well, hello, Jason. How are you?
Sorry about that. We got that one. And...
Are there enough people in here to show off the little bitty knife?
Not yet.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how many people are in here at the moment.
17.
17 people.
Hi, Robert Willoughby.
So Aries, since you're not sure, Aries makes the custom knives, but he also designs knives for other companies. So this one here is one of my favorites. This is the Kubey Bloom. Perfect little EDC knife. This was designed by Aries. And this is the custom bloom that he made for me. And this is the Bloom Harpoon. And just, I think just even better than the regular harpoon, because I mean the regular Bloom, because I like the harpoon right there. Really grabs my finger really nicely, but just so beautiful. You know. And then the newest one, which was this one.
Yep.
It's just so gorgeous. You know. And he hand makes everything. The bead even was handmade.
Cool. Hi, Barbie. I saw you come in before. So
hey, Barbie. Happy New Year. Neil McKenzie, hello there, channel member.
Oh, I didn't see Neil. I'm
He
sorry.
just came
Neil.
in.
Okay.
He just got here.
Oh, hi.
Oh, absolutely, Aries. And now the thorn is on my list. And we'll talk about some other stuff. So, all right. So I think I told you guys the other night that I won a Spyderco from Blade HQ on their Whatnot stream. Well, to say that it's a very underwhelming knife is an understatement. So it came in this little box. That's the box it came in. And this is the giant knife. I gotta hope I don't accidentally stab somebody in the toe. Look at that. That is the Spyderco Bug. It is the smallest knife I own now. Like when I saw it on screen, the way they had it set up, I thought it was bigger than that. I thought it was going to be closer to that one. I thought, all right, it's going to be a usable. No, it's literally a keychain knife. And the thing is, these things sell for $40. $40.
Hi, EDC King.
Cliff Brott, hello there. EDC King, hello there. Oh, it's definitely a dinosaur slayer. I could take down any dragon with that.
Except me. Don't come at me with that.
I mean, it's so little, but it's cool. I'll throw it on a keychain. I put a lanyard on it because, believe it or not,
they really spared no expense. You are absolutely right.
But the reality is, it's still a $40 knife that they gave away. I just can't believe these things sell for $40. Like you could get the NAF's Lander, was the Lander 6, which is their version of the keychain knife that has a lockback for $15. And it's about the same size. So maybe a little bit bigger actually. But you pay that Spyderco tax, you know.
It very well could be dipped.
Mopatty EDC, hello there. How are you? Let's see who else.
See, if it was made with a dragon scale, I could justify that $40.
And of course, I put a lanyard on it, like I was saying, because I can get a full 2-finger grip. But with the lanyard, I can actually grab it and get all 4 fingers to hold it. You know.
He just showed me this like right before we went on, and I was like, "Oh, wow!" But
you know, who can carry this. This is probably the right size for the cat to hold.
Don't give her any ideas, because she's already got, blades on her fingers.
Well, she's always contemplating how to take over the house anyway.
I mean, she's already in charge, so I don't know why she needs to take anything over.
Exactly.
I feel like somebody else just came in, but I can't find them.
Well, if we miss anybody, we'll say hello, and it'll come back around.
Hi, Thomas.
Yeah. Did I miss Thomas?
Thomas EDC.
Oh, Thomas EDC Gates, channel member. Hello there. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. So again, this is we're just going to hang out and talk. We don't really have anything planned. Nothing really came in. Just a little Spyderco. One more thing I'll show you, and then if you guys saw my video today, the one I dropped at possibly the worst time ever to drop a video, which was 11:30 a.m. I was trying to experiment with dropping a video at a different time, and that totally crapped the bed. In plain English, nobody's watching that video. It's not getting caught in anybody's algorithm. It's also probably a bad day because people are at work, some people are traveling, but I want to get a video out. That'll be the last video of the year. That's not true. I dropped a short this afternoon with the CRKT Biwa, and that video actually is doing okay, but Yep.
Mhm.
I've learned my lesson. The sweet spot is 330. To a fake buck 110 auto from Bud K. You know, I used to get the Bud K when I was a kid. I used to get the Bud K catalog all the time, and I was always like, "Oh my God, look at this knife! Look at that knife!" And then I come to realize years later that most of the stuff they're selling in there is like gas station knives, you know. But what I was really into it for was more of the armor and stuff like that, the armor and the swords and the shields, because I like. Well, we both love going to Renaissance fairs, and that's you can get some really cool stuff that way.
Mhm.
Not really expensive either. That just looks cool. But that's really like Bud K. You know, they are an amazing. One day I'll have to order a catalog
Yeah.
from them and show you.
I've never heard of them, so I don't know. But
By the way, this is the coolest.
cup.
Yeah, cup that I have. Like a travel cup, I should say. It's made to look like a WD-40 can. It's even got the warning labels on it. We got this at a craft fair. Somebody made them, and it's become my favorite. When I take it to work, people that come in the office, they're like, "What the hell is that?" And they think I'm drinking out of a WD-40 cup. But it's become one of my favorites.
Well, there was a thing going around for a while that if you washed out a Hershey bottle, like the chocolate syrup bottle, you people were bringing them to the gym and pretending that they were drinking chocolate syrup out of it when it was really just water.
Mm.
You know, but there are
Why would you do that?
because it's fun. It's like that.
I guess.
You know.
I guess. You know.
Mm-hmm. Siwa is a great blade.
Siwa or the Biwa? I think Lake's obviously with the Biwa.
Oh.
The CRK Biwa. That's the one I carried today.
Okay.
That's this one. So, yep, I carried this guy. I did my pocket check video with this. Such a great knife. Geek Machinist turned me on to this one. Elijah gave me a heads up. These were dirt cheap at Tractor Supply. And I was like, yep, gonna get one. And it's just a fantastic little EDC, fixed blade that you could drop in the pocket. Has a decent sheath. Brown Sugar, hello there.
Hello.
And then I'd put on that clip. That's actually a clip from Cold Steel that is fantastic. It uses a belt clip, but it works really well for pocket dropping because the tension is really good. And it's lightweight. This whole thing comes in at 1.6 ounces. You don't even know it's in your pocket. It's really great. Yep. The spit is a nice one as well. I like all these small CRKT knives. Anything in the minimalist series other than the cleaver, because I don't get why would you want a meat cleaver that's only this big. But everything in that series, whether it's the Bowie, the little Nessmuck, the Drop Point Minimalist, that whole series is really great. The Spew, I love the Spew. I've got that one over there. All the Alan Foltz designs I really like. I just, the little cleaver makes no sense to me.
Well.
Oh, awesome.
So I'm going to tell you this now because it's done and past, but for Christmas this year, I was going through the Uncommon Goods catalog, and they had a cleaver that didn't have a handle that you actually kind of held onto it by the
top.
thing, and I almost got that for you.
That would be good in the kitchen because it's a decent size.
Right, but I wasn't sure if that would be something that you would have actually utilized.
For that would have been great for tonight.
Right, but
so when I made beef tips tonight, and I was cutting them up, but that would have been cool having the cleaver for that.
Right, I just wasn't sure if you would. It would be something that you would use.
See the big one, the big knife right there, right behind the blue metallic one.
You want the blue metallic one? Okay.
So this is a cleaver style blade, right? But that's at least a decent size. If you're going camping
Right.
and you want a small cleaver, that works, you know. But the minimalist is only like that big. Like
Oh.
it's like half the size of that,
Okay.
you know, with a handle that's like this. So figure it's like it's way small. So I don't know.
Cicero, hello, Cicero.
Welcome in, Cicero. How are you, buddy? Channel member, welcome in.
Yep.
So the only other thing that came in this week was I scored something really cool. I scored a case knife from 1992. It is a NASCAR special edition knife. It was brand new in the package. I opened the package, but since it was from 1992, the package was all yellow. But I took it out, and it comes with a trading card, and that's Kyle Petty, and this was the case knife. So it's a little lock back. You've got his signature on the blade, his number, and that's actually, you can't tell on camera, that's actually a brass insert. Got this on Whatnot for basically $2, and then $4.95 shipping. The shipping was more than the knife. 1992, couldn't believe it.
Lakeside, we'll see you back.
Yeah, definitely. But really cool. You know, I like these little case lockbacks. These are good to put in like a little survival kit, or like one, you know, like a Altoids kit, or even just to throw it in your pocket. You know, it locks, solid lockup. You know, it's a case.
Oh, Thomas, you have no idea how often Whatnot is on in this house now, and it's not me. I am not a Whatnot shopper. I got mad at them because I applied for a job that they had. They didn't hire me, didn't even look at me. And I was like, nope, not doing it. It's not me. I'm not the Whatnot shopper. But I will tell you that I have been on Amazon Haul, which is like their version of
Temu,
Shein, like those really kind of inexpensive, like AliExpress or whatever. And there are some deals that you can find there. But I'm also mad at Amazon. So
right now, if you go to Tractor Supply, Lakeside, if you go to Tractor, okay.
Sorry.
If you go packs that they got on sale because they want to clearance them out. Last year, I picked up an old timer 3-knife set, and I think it was originally like $30-$40. Came with the collectible tin, and I paid like $10 for it. So there are some good bargains to be had.
A bottom feeder on Whatnot. So you're the one that's doing like the least expensive.
Oh, but that's me too. Like I don't buy anything expensive on there, and most of the time, I'm going to be honest, I'm there for the giveaways. You know, I mean, this knife was one that I wanted to give away. Mind you, it's a buckshot, but still, a free knife's a free knife. I usually sit on the couch, like if we're watching TV at night, I'm watching TV, but on the arm of the couch, I've got my phone open with Whatnot, and I just scroll between the feeds for the giveaways. You know, occasionally I'll buy something, but I haven't really bought a lot. I mostly won stuff. In the last like month, I probably have about 25 stickers that I won from various sellers, you know, because a lot of times you don't know what the giveaway is. I got lucky last week and I won the Invicta giveaway. So I got a watch coming, which apparently it's shipped out. It shipped out like the next day after I won it. And it says accepted by the post office, but it hasn't shown it moving in like 5 days.
So that probably means that it's being shipped from overseas.
No, it was picked up. It was picked up in Florida.
Usually when it's that and it doesn't move out of the
Post office.
post office.
No, post office has been having problems. Even C. Wisner traditional pocket knives. When I ordered that knife a couple weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
it said the same thing, and that was shipping from Ohio.
I only go for the guys too.
No, for the Givvies.
Givvies?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That little heart on the screen.
Yeah.
There's no way to make that disappear.
No.
I wish I could make it full screen, like with the chat under here.
I know. I don't know how to do that. I don't know if we can do
I
that.
wonder if we turn it.
What if we
just do this? Yes, that'll do
Okay.
it. That will do it. Oh yeah, that works.
Okay.
That makes it easier to read.
Sure.
So, or you just try and read off of there.
Yeah, no.
It's kind of far away.
That is way too little.
What I think I want to do is we've got that little TV, the 24-inch one.
Yeah.
That we bought and it's been in the closet for almost 10 years now.
Yeah.
Set that up on a stand so I could have it big.
Okay.
So that way, and then I can just put the camera on top of that so I'm not constantly looking down.
Sure.
Caleb 1776, member for 4 months. Caleb, welcome in. How you feeling, buddy? I'm glad you're here. You get a lightsaber salute. Appreciate you being here.
Hi, Caleb.
I hope you're feeling well.
So what else do you want to talk about?
We can talk about anything. Good. That was a little bit ago. I'm good. I'm good. It was funny. I had that one weekend where I was sick, then I threw my back out, but now everything's good now. Knock on wood. And since I'm going to be off for a bunch of days now, it's really nice because everybody I work with has gotten sick. I am the only one who avoided it where I work. Everybody else had gotten the flu and they all got it from each other. I think I'm lucky because my desk is isolated away from a lot of the other people. So I think I got very lucky with that.
Mm.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't fun at all. Jen Blaze, absolutely not. But like I said, we're doing well now. Can't complain. Caleb, did you get hit with all that snow up in Massachusetts? Because we were supposed to get hit with a giant storm the other day that turned out to be a dud. They were telling us anywhere between like 8 to 12 inches, and we probably got 3 inches at most. Caleb saying hello to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But wow, we've been on a half hour already.
Yeah. Oh, you only got about 3 inches too?
Oh, okay. So it fizzled out, which I'm not complaining about. Matt Maurer, hello there. You got about 4 inches. Okay. Yeah, just at work, we had prepared. We weren't going to send our drivers out with the trucks because we were afraid of the storm. And, we've got these big, giant trucks that really don't do well in the snow at all.
Mm.
And a lot of where my company, where we deliver to winds up being in very rural areas where any bit of snow, these trucks could get stuck.
Mm-hmm.
3 or 4 inches. Yeah, Jason.
That seems like what the consensus has been for that one.
Yep. And I'm not complaining, Yes, that's right. And then when they say it's like going to be like 3 inches, you get a foot because they never get it right. But I get that because I, like Shilly says, weather's my hobby. And I'm constantly studying the weather and trying to predict it. And I'm usually pretty good at it after reading all the reports and whatnot. But I think I actually do better than some of the local weathermen, but that's besides the point. But my point being is that these storms shift, and depending on which model you look at, will give you different results. And some models, like the European model is better at predicting snow, where other models that they use are better at predicting rain. You know, not one of them is perfect,
Hmm.
but I find the European model to be most accurate for snow.
Yep, that's what I've heard too.
So now that we're after Christmas and there's some different people who weren't here the other day, did anybody get anything good for Christmas? What kind of knives did you get?
Right?
Yeah, exactly, Caleb. Well, you know, there's
One of the other YouTubers that I watches Ryan Hall, y'all,
mm,
all the time. But she's down in Tennessee, so she's like, if anything looks swirly or looks bad, then like it's the first thing that she puts on to see what's going on. So
do you remember as a kid you'd go to, like, you know, wherever you'd go traveling, whether it be any type of touristy area, and they'd have a souvenir shop, and they would always have the weather rock. It was a rock hanging from a
yes.
little pole, and you would put it outside,
Hmm.
and the rock would say, if the rock's blowing back and forth, it's windy. If the
Hmm.
rock is wet, it's raining. If you can't see the rock, it's foggy. If the rock is covered white, it's snowing.
Hmm.
And that was your weather predictor.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
if the sun's reflecting off the rock, it's sunny out.
Right.
The old-fashioned the weather rock.
Hmm.
It had a name, but I just always called
I
it the
don't
weather
remember.
rock.
I know what you're talking about,
Hmm.
but
And they would always sell it at those souvenir shops. You know, if you were in like Lake George, it would just say weather rock or whatever the hell they called it. But
mm,
you know, that sort of thing.
okay. Bib overalls and a sweatshirt. Well, what does the sweatshirt say? Is it like a? Does it have something on it? Is it just a plain sweatshirt? I mean, you can feel free to fill in more details with that one. I love sweatshirts.
Yes, she is. She'll steal my sweatshirts too.
I do.
Absolutely, she steals my hoodies.
Hmm.
You know.
Hmm.
Yep, wind chimes. Very, very true, Cicero.
Hmm.
My Aunt Janice used to have a ton of wind chimes, except they were in the house, in
Oh.
her kitchen. So I was like, what's the purpose? They're not going to blow around, you
Hmm.
know? The only thing she would say, she goes, well, you know, if it's really windy out, I'll open the kitchen window and then you'll hear them. I'm like, yeah, but the idea is they're supposed to be outside. So when the wind blows, you can hear the chimes.
I'm trying to remember if we had a set of wind chimes. I don't remember.
Mm.
I feel like we did.
Yeah, the wind chimes being in the kitchen. And I mean, she had some really nice ones too, like
Mm-hmm.
handcrafted ones, but they were never outside.
Mm.
That, and she had a windowsill that just had aloe vera plants on it.
Okay.
And if, God forbid, I ever got burned or cut, she'd snap off a piece and put it on me.
Right. Well,
You
that's
know.
what it's for.
No, I know. I
Mhm.
know. Absolutely.
Carhartt's really good, Jason. My brother works in a rock quarry, and he swears by his Carhartts. He loves them.
Well, I have my black Carhartt winter jacket, but I lost so much weight. It's
I
too
know.
big. It's like a tent now.
I know.
So I'm actually I got to remember, I'm going to bring that into Larry,
Okay.
because Larry's a big boy.
Okay.
I keep telling him, I keep forgetting.
Hmm.
But
But I think our neighbors have people coming over.
yep, I can hear them.
I can hear them too.
So, up.
Nope.
Want to close the door?
Yeah. Hold on.
All right. She's going to go close the door so we don't get the party next door bleeding in. But
Oh, it's AJ.
it's AJ.
It's our little. He's what, 5 now?
Mm-hmm.
4-year-old, 5-year-old neighbor.
5.
So,
Yeah, he's 5. They were
Yep.
telling me the other day.
yeah, his birthday was just not too long ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just like last week or something.
Yep.
He just turned 5.
Yeah, we we're in a development and we share. It's almost like a townhouse, and we have a central hallway. And whatchamacallit, we have a neighbor, and they've got the cutest little kid, man. His name is AJ. He's 5 years old,
Mm-hmm.
but for like the first three and a half years of his life, he was so shy he would never talk to me. He would run and hide. And I broke the ice every day, but every time I saw him, I would go, high five, and he'd come over and give me a high five. Now he talks my ear off. He hit 5 and he's like, I know you now. I trust you. We'll talk.
Yeah.
I also gave him Legos one time, and I think that sealed the deal. He was like, anybody who gives me Legos can't be all bad.
I mean, I would take Legos.
Well, there's a whole box of them there.
Which I can't get to.
We can move that stuff. You can put all the Legos you want. So I went on this kick a few years ago. During the pandemic, when everything was boring, I bought a whole bunch of Star Wars Lego sets. And I was going to film on a green screen and make stop motion animation with the Legos. And I built all these Lego Star Wars models and then just never actually did the filming. So.
Legos are awesome. We were actually...
Well, here's the one. We went to
Legoland.
The
Lego store.
We went to the Lego store. We can go to Legoland.
No, we've been to Legoland. We've driven through it when there was nobody there.
No.
Sorry.
Bang, zoom to the moon, Alice.
I'm just keeping us honest and accurate.
So yeah, we don't live far from Legoland in Goshen, New York. We're probably 20 minutes away. We still haven't been there yet. I want to go because Legoland's cool. But the thing about Lego is, Dick Van Dyke just turned 100 years old, and the first thing they did was went and took all his Legos away.
Right, because it's only up to 99.
Right, it's fun for
3 to 99.
From 3 to 99. So they went to Dick Van Dyke's house, knocked on his door, actually kind of kicked it down, and went and took all his Legos. Poor guy, 100 years old and can't play with Legos anymore. You would have thought he earned that right.
I mean, it is what it is. You have to go by the rules. The rules are there.
Stormtroopers everywhere, yep. So a friend of mine said something the other day, which I never thought of because, we all heard about how bad it is to step on Legos. And I think we've all done it. But she told me there was something worse than stepping on a Lego, which was stepping on one of Barbie's stilettos when they're heel side up. She said that'll make stepping on a Lego feel like a pleasure.
Right, because it's...
Yes.
It's the point. I was never a Barbie fan.
What's messed up that they took Dick Van Dyke's Legos away? Jacks are horrible. Oh, I can imagine that.
Yes, I have stepped on jacks.
I have not.
I have. I used to play them.
I never had jacks, but my cousin who lived in the same building when I was growing up, we were in an apartment building, we lived in the same building, she had jacks. And I hated them because I wasn't good at it, and I would just never wanted them because I wasn't good at it.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I played with them for a while, and they do hurt when you step on them. But it's that same sort of principle from the Barbie shoe, because it's the spiky part.
Yeah.
So,
like when you're a kid, like some of the typical toys that you have when you're a kid, jacks, marbles, that dumb rubber ball and the paddle with the latex string.
Oh God, I can only do that like 3 times, and then...
No, what I would do, I hated the string. I would cut it off and literally take the ball and hit it up against the wall and have it come back almost like I was playing tennis.
I used to actually do, because of where I grew up, we did have the school that was right down the street from us.
Yep.
So I would actually do that, and that's how I used to practice tennis. I used to go and I used to hit against the wall all the time.
Yeah, but I would do that with the paddle because I hated that stupid string.
No, I tried to make the string work, and it just frustrated me.
That's true, Cicero. We were having a conversation about that, like how every generation thinks the generation behind them are just soft and weak. Like I was thinking about this. My grandfather's generation, he fought in World War II, right? When he saw my dad's generation, he was like, what is it with these long-haired hippies, doing drugs and having orgies? I mean, he was probably jealous. But the reality is he was like, oh, they're so weak, It wasn't like our generation. We fought the big one. And, and then, of course, my dad thinks that my generation's weak and, everybody gets a trophy. And then, of course, we think the millennials are weak. And now the millennials think the The Gen Alphas are weak.
They're barely out of.
I know, but they, you know, and the Gen Zs.
I was just gonna
right,
say you skipped right over Gen Z,
right.
but
You know, and people our age are still yelling about millennials, but millennials are not kids because they think anybody who's a kid is a millennial, even though they're not at this point. Millennials are like what, a minimum of 35 at this point.
I don't even know.
I think it's like a minimum.
No, it starts at 1980.
Right,
Millennials
right.
goes until right before like 2005. So
No,
like that.
no, it didn't go that long. Look it up. Look it up. Because most
Or
millennials,
95. Maybe it's
right?
95.
Most millennials are in their 30s now, 30s and 40s,
Okay.
I believe.
Um,
But we're still yelling at kids like they're millennials.
let's see. So the silent generation, which was our grandparents, goes from 1928 to 1945. The boomers are 1946 to 1964. Gen X is 65 to 80. The millennials are 81 to 96. Gen Z is 97 to 2012, and Gen Alpha is 2013 to present.
Okay, so the youngest millennial this year will be 30.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, millennials, I think people, see, Lakeside, I think people are mistaking millennials for Gen Z,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, they're calling anybody who is just older than them,
boomers.
they're calling them boomers. It's just a general insult at this point.
Right.
But I mean, the thing is that, you know, with a Gen X, it's call me anything you want. I don't. Sorry, I'm gonna curse. I don't give a fuck.
No, I
You
agree. You can curse.
You can do. You know, you can call me whatever you want. I absolutely do not care because I'm used to being ignored right up until you need something. So
See, the thing is, like, a lot of people, like I'm a Gen Xer, but a lot of people my age and a lot of the boomers, they'll yell about millennials, but millennials are actually, if you look statistically, millennials have more money than we do because most of them lived at home for years and just stashed money away. They were much better prepared statistically, if you look it up.
I will disagree because the one thing that they had to deal with that we didn't have to deal with at that time was a lot of them were graduating from college at the time of the recession.
Mm-hmm.
And many of them could not find work for years. So, I mean,
I'm just telling you what their statistics say. I've read it in many places.
I know. I know what you're saying, but as a recruiter, I deal with this a lot. So.
I mean,
exactly, Caleb.
The millennials have a higher percentage of home ownership than most of the other generations, you know.
No, that's not true. It's the boomers. I was just reading it.
Well, no, I'm talking about the younger generations. Obviously, the boomers because they're way more established, you know, and homes were much cheaper back then.
Mm-hmm. Right, but I don't know. I know a lot of millennials who are thinking they're probably never going to wind up owning a home.
Mm-hmm. No, I gotcha. And like, also, kids today think differently. Like the Gen Zs. I was listening to this on a show the other day. They're different. One, they're not having sex like we did when we were growing up, which is blowing my mind. They also don't drink as much as we used to, which is why bars are having a lot of problems.
Right.
You know.
I don't mind too much.
No, I'm just saying, they're leading different lives than we ever did.
Yeah. I don't necessarily think that some of that stuff is bad, though.
Mm-hmm. It's like everything else.
It goes. It comes and goes.
Every generation hates the generation after it.
I don't.
Oh, I think so.
I don't.
I listen. Everybody I've ever been around hates the generation that's younger than them.
You can say what you want, but
you know,
I don't.
You don't.
I know.
But I'm saying in general, as a population.
Right. But you just generalize that, and I'm saying this part of the population does not.
No, I got that. You know. It's just, like I said, my grandfather's generation,
Mhm.
you know, on my father's side, because he was in World War II, where my grandfather on my mother's side was in Korea,
Mhm.
and he has a whole different mindset of
Mhm.
the people who came after,
Yep.
you know.
Mhm.
And then my uncle's generation and my dad's generation,
Mhm.
you know,
I know. I know.
it's just different, you know. It's not like us when we had to walk 5 miles with one shoe in the snow carrying our lunch to get to school.
You had to do no such thing growing up in this city. They didn't even have hills.
We have hills in the city. They're
They
not
were
like
this
mountains here,
big.
but we have hills.
They're
And I did actually have to walk to school. It was only 2 blocks, but I walked 2.5 blocks technically.
right.
So 2.5 blocks I walked to school every day.
Your holograms back in my day, we had to. Doesn't have the same ring,
No,
right?
it doesn't. It doesn't. You know, the other thing they were saying, I was listening to this one just this morning on my drive to work. They were saying kids nowadays, like boys specifically, don't know how to talk to females. And the example they gave was the guy who was hosting the show was like, he goes, I was talking to my grandson. And he was like, oh, that girl's really cute. And he was like, well, go talk to her. He's like, no, no, no. I got to get her Snapchat. That's how we communicate. He's like,
Mhm.
wait, you don't talk to them? He's like, no,
No.
we snap.
I have no problem with that. The less people that talk to me, the better.
That's,
I know. I know. I know.
I
I'm such an anomaly for being born when I am.
well, and you know me, it's like one of those things that I talk to everybody.
I know.
So I never had a problem talking to girls. Also, I use my friend's theory.
Which is
My friend had this theory. His theory was, I will hit on 100 girls. If only 2 of them respond to me, I'm still doing better than most people.
mm, I know. But I just
And he was bad. Like, he was almost embarrassingly bad with the way he'd hit on girls. We'd be driving the car, he'd see a girl walking by, he'd roll the window down and say, hey, and he'd just start talking to them, you know. And I was like, are you out of your freaking mind? He's like, no. He goes, he goes, you just got to talk to all of them. He goes, eventually you'll wear them down and somebody will say yes.
not cool.
Ah, that was his theory.
I know. I'm just saying. It's but then you wind up that's a conversation for another day. But
Well, and like right before we had met,
mhm.
I was working. I had a bunch of kids who were working under me.
Mhm.
Right? That's you, Jason. Gotcha. And we went to a bar one night, and all these kids were like, at the time I was in my 30s,
Mhm.
and they were all in their like mid 20s,
Mhm.
and they were too afraid to talk to girls. And I was like, all right, let me show you how it's done. And I went up to this girl. I talked to her, and I'm kidding. I got her phone number within like 5 minutes. And they were like, oh, I was like, no, no, it's not a skill. You just need to talk to people. Just talk.
Right.
Be yourself and talk.
Mhm.
You know?
Mhm. Cicero, having been on the other end of those conversations, where you punched her in the arm, not a fan. I'm glad we've moved past that.
Yes, except for playing punch buggy.
Well, that's different. You're not doing that to say, "Hey, I like you." It's we're
punch bugging.
Right, we're fighting to the death.
Or some people call it slug bug.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if you guys do that, but even at our age, we still play punch buggy. So if we see a Volkswagen Bug, we'll do the whole,
punch buggy.
Yep, punch buggy.
No give backs.
No give backs or no backsies.
Right. It's punch buggy color. Right. If it's a convertible, no give backs.
Right. And we still play that game, and we keep score in the car when we travel, or even just on a daily drive. Mm-hmm. We're like children.
But it's only when we're together. I'm the guy who would bet 500 I could get a girl to leave with me.
Nice. Nice. What did Wayne Gretzky say? You miss every shot you don't take.
Right. But you also need to learn to read the cues. Because if they're telling you no, take the no. Don't do that thing where it's like where all of a sudden you turn into like a salesperson and no, that means maybe. It doesn't take the no.
Right. That's a different.
Right.
But,
But there's a whole group of dating coaches on YouTube that will say the no is not really a no.
Right.
And you don't have to take that no. And you do. It's a matter of respect.
Oh, Lakeside, that's painful.
Oh.
But I
like on purpose, or was it an accident?
So we've been married almost 20 years now.
Yep.
So I'm not out looking for girls anymore. But.
Thank you.
But.
because if we do, there's a bigger problem.
Well, no, but when I was, I lived by this kind of theory that girls are like buses. Mm-hmm. If you miss one, there'll be another one right behind it. And they run way faster after midnight.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I would have been, if I had had a Kindle when I was out going to bars and stuff, I would have been that person that would have been sitting at the bar with a drink in front of me, reading my Kindle and praying that everybody just left me the hell alone.
That's too funny.
Mm-hmm. My battery was dead and needed a jump. Gotcha.
That's really funny. There are some old classic jokes too. Like you'd sit in a bar and you'd look at a girl and just go like this. She'd look at you and you'd go. And eventually she'd be curious and she'd walk over to you and you'd go, look, I made you come with one finger. Imagine what I could do with both hands.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, stop.
Sorry. That wouldn't have worked on me.
Right. I didn't use that to get you.
I understand that. I am, to this day, deaf to flirting. When a girl said she liked me, I always responded, what are you playing at? I didn't know it's still single. I was also that person who didn't recognize it when people were flirting with me. I never got it. Like somebody that I went to high school with, he wound up actually being relocated with his company out to California. And we had been, just hanging out and all of this stuff. And he told me right before he moved that he had always had a crush on me from high school. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me? He's like, I thought you knew. And I'm like, I don't. I'm not that. So you need to just kind of be very open and honest and just tell me, because I don't recognize it at all.
Yep. So like the episode of Big Bang Theory where Sheldon's assistant Alex is hitting on Leonard.
Or when Bert is hitting on Amy. We are Big Bang Theory fans. Like, big fans. Like
the show's been over, what, for 6 years now? 7 years?
Something like that.
And we still watch it every night. Mm-hmm. It's by far one of my favorite shows of all time. Mm-hmm. And Star Trek's been over since 1968, and I watch that every day too, but that's besides the point.
I'm right there with you. I mean,
You're well aware of me.
I am. I'm thinking I just started watching The Pit today. And
I started watching it with her. What a good show.
It's amazing. All right, Jason, you have a fantastic night. Have a happy new year.
All right. Happy New Year, Jason. Appreciate you being here. Be safe. Mm-hmm. Have fun. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's what I got.
Yep.
Be safe. Have fun.
Yep.
Oh, so, okay. I haven't told you something. So I got this coworker. His name is Larry. He's been in the stream periodically. Nice guy. But he's funny. Like if somebody's leaving, you know how you'll say, all right, have a good day or whatever, He never says that. He doesn't know what to say. So he looks at me and goes, have fun. And I'm like, have fun? He's like, I don't know what to say. I'm like, you just say, hey, have a good day. If it's a holiday, you say, Merry Christmas or whatever. Yep. I was like, he's like, yeah. He goes, I'm the IT guy. He goes, I'm not used to talking to people. And I'm like, yes, you are the IT guy, but, have fun.
That is so true, because there's something with it's IT, engineering, believe it or not, like chemical engineers, pharmaceutical, whatever. There is something that misses in translation when you talk to them in English. Whatever machine language is in their head, they have to figure that part out, and then they spit it back out. So I've seen that many, many times. The fun thing to do when I worked at the pharmaceutical was to talk to the engineers and watch them scurry away, because they were like, I don't know how to handle people. It was fun. It's probably slightly mean for the PhD students, but you know, it is what it is. What are we going to do?
Exactly.
But
we're just about an hour in. That's awesome.
wow,
It's going by quick.
Yeah.
So did I show everybody this one yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, so I started to say earlier, I put out that video today where I upgraded the Flightanium beef. This is that Flightanium beef. I put on titanium scales from Flightanium. I went upgraded to the S90V blade, and I put skiff bearings in it. Wow. Wow. The only thing I can say is, wow. It's fantastic. It's just, this is such a great knife. I think one of the best designed knives out there. And the fact that you could go basic with it, you know, they had a half price deal when the knife first came, not when the knife first came out, but right before Christmas, they had a half price deal. So I bought the knife at half price. And then I bought all the accessories on sale as well. So, you know, a titanium knife with S90V skiff bearings, you know, if this were just released in this form, it would probably be about 150, easy. But I was able to piece it together for relatively little money.
Hi, D. Letterman. Hi, SC Knife Monkey.
SC Knife Monkey, hello there. ND Letterman, winner of the last giveaway.
Somebody's asking if there's any lock stick.
No lock stick whatsoever. None. Now I've got two more of these. I've got the original D2 version in red. I also have one of the original D2 versions in blue. But because I took the 14C28N blade off of this one, I get to put that on one of the D2 versions. So that's the next project, you know. And then I really like this design a lot. I like the fact that projectiles are sharp. Hello there. I like the fact that Flightanium, whether it be the arcade, the beef, that they're making these things modular, and that you can get all the parts. You know, you can make them as basic as you want. You can get that $99 arcade, and then if you want to throw $200 in parts on it, you can, and make that like a world-class premium knife. Or you can buy the premium version, which usually sells for $200, but they regularly run it at $129. You know, they have all these pricings. I haven't bought one because I don't, it looks nice, but it's not one that I want. I don't want to spend that much money on the arcade. You know, the arcade light, you know, generally will go on sale. You know, it's $99, but you can get that one periodically for as much, depending on when you catch their deals. They've actually had it down to like $49 at some points this year. And I would just wait for that to go on sale if I ever wanted one. You know, I know EDC with DVD, he loves that arcade light. Absolutely loves that thing. Yeah, too. Yeah, I get it. But I don't want to get the $200 version, and I'm afraid to buy the $99 version because I think I'll regret not getting the higher version, and I want to upgrade it, and I wind up spending the money on it anyway. So I'd rather just wait for the premium version to come down in price, you know, or when they decide to come out with a version 2 of the premium, and the version 1 gets clearance for like dirt cheap. That's what I'm going to wait for. But as I told you guys, I'm not buying knives like I was this last year. I'm gonna concentrate probably by one a month. So I'll get 12 for the year, and then whatever is sent my way as far as from different manufacturers. because I've got so many knives here that I didn't do reviews on. And so much stuff I want to talk about beside just, sitting down with the camera down, looking at knives. I want to get out this year more into the field and do more field testing on stuff, you know? Oh yeah, definitely. That, with that shark lock on it, 100%. I love the shark lock. I've got it on my Demcos. I've got it on the what's the Frontier, and I've got the Snicks lock on the Civivi, which basically is the shark lock, and now CJRB has their version, which is actually what they did was, if anybody hasn't seen it, but like they have two knives with it now. It's basically a crossbar lock, but what they did was they put a switch like a shark lock on top, so you're actually using the button to push the crossbar back, so it operates just like the shark lock or the dream lock or the Snicks, depending on who's manufacturing it and what they're calling it. What a concept, Loki, about 2 hours before Tenable announced their version. Oops. Gotcha. You know what's funny about Concept and Tenable? And I've had them both on the channel, and Tenable sent me knives this year. And is that sometimes, to me, the Tenable versions are better than the Concept versions, even though the Concept is supposed to be higher end. And where like with Civivi and Sencut, that if you're looking at a Wii, it's a Wii and that the materials are better than the Civivi, and the Civivi is better materials than the Sencut. You don't always get that with whatchamacallit, with Concept. I've got Concept knives that are just basic G10, D2 steel blades, and that sell for less money than some of the Tenables. And now that they launched Tenable this last year, basically, and that they're producing the same knives that are in the Concept line, but in a lower version, I don't know, unless you're into the bougie type knives, why you would go for the Concept in most cases, if the same version's out. Yeah, Lakeside, it's what I want to do, because I'm more of an outdoor person than an EDC person, which is why sometimes I look at knives differently than, and we talked about this last Sunday, why I look at some reviewers and I'm like, yeah, they're looking at it from when they're reviewing a knife, they're looking at it from a design standpoint, where a lot of times when I'm looking at a knife, I'm looking at it in, let's take it out in the real world. How is it going to work? And I think that makes me a little different. Like I saw right away there was a problem that I had with the new Melissa Backwood's Jack Wolf. And that's because where they put the sharpening choil right at the back of the blade. Now, even on this Aries EDC, this is definitely an EDC knife. And I'll tell you why. If you look where that sharpening choil is. What's going to happen is when you go to cut, and I'm not actually going to cut the lanyard on here, but when you go to cut a rope, inevitably it will get stuck in that sharpening choil. An outdoor knife, which is typically going to be used for cutting rope, for cutting paracord, things like that, should not have a big sharpening choil, because inevitably rope will always get stuck in there. And most people don't think about that because they actually haven't taken knives out and used them camping and hiking and that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. Now, for EDC, it doesn't matter, because what are we doing in EDC? We're cutting open boxes. We're cutting cardboard. We're opening envelopes. We're cutting tape. We're doing things like that. But, and occasionally you're cutting rope. But inevitably, in that sharpening choil, you will always get the rope stuck.
There's a psychosomatic element there. We humans get a budget version of a particular object, We tend to be more relaxed and carefree, aggressive with it. Changes perception.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody said they got KR Knives got a T-Cal folding CW blem today.
Very cool. That's the one over there. See the beige one? See the box right next to the next to the basket? That's awesome. Which color did you get? Did you get the beige or the black? Because when I got mine, I got I should say the tan or the black. I got the tan. I love this thing. Mm-hmm. And this thing is a beast. This I would take out to the outdoors any day, anytime. It's just a beast.
Old Metal Monster. I meant to say hi to you before.
Hello there, Old Metal Monster. Welcome in. I didn't realize you were here.
Oh, KR9's got the tan.
Oh, same as this. Okay. What number did you get? I've got number 210. These were limited edition.
So Lakeside 8 is asking, have you seen County Comm RF4 knife? They have compact version. It's pretty simple and well made.
Okay. Funny you ask that. I ordered that for myself right before Christmas. It is not shipping till the 5th of January because they shut down during the holidays. So I ordered it with the glow scales. You're talking about the ready for action, correct?
Oh, is that supposed to be an A?
I think that's supposed to be an A, even though it's a 4.
Okay.
But yeah, I ordered that before Christmas. That was my Christmas present to myself. Also, I had a gift certificate from them and a coupon. What's nice about County Comm, whenever you buy from them, they will send you a coupon off for the next purchase. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah. And I ordered it with the glow-in-the-dark scales because I love everything that glows in the dark. She can tell you.
He does. He really does.
What's really funny is at the end of the night when I shut everything down in here, that Frisbee right there, that golf disc, glows in the dark. So you see that, and then over there I have a Jason mask that glows. Mm-hmm. And those will be glowing when I leave the room.
Hi, Paul.
Paul Mills.
Welcome in.
Channel member. Hello there, my friend. How you doing?
Lakeside, you said something before about not being great at reviews yet, and I think as long as you are, I don't think you have to be perfect at them to do them. I think as long as you can turn around and say, here's why I like it, or here's why it doesn't work for me. I think that being authentic when you're giving a review, I think is more important than listing all of the attributes or whatever. It's how it works for you. If other people are doing the same thing that you are, they might have a very similar sort of reaction. And I think that goes a long way towards being, being able to do equipment mm-hmm. reviews.
And I think too, you got to look at like, the other night we were in Casey's chat room, Knives Fast, and Casey was talking about how a lot of companies don't want to ship him things because he will point out when things are bad. Mm-hmm. And I get that. I am a different type of reviewer. One, I won't say I'm a reviewer, so to speak. I'm more of a presenter. Mm-hmm. I present you with the knife. I tell you basically what I think about it. I don't do hard reviews where I hate things because if it's something I don't like, I just don't even put it on the channel because mm-hmm. I don't want to go out there and bash it because one, I may not be right, but also two, I'm getting one knife out of 1 million that they've produced. I may have a lemon. Mm-hmm. I may have a blem. So I'm willing to give companies that kind of courtesy. Also too, you got to remember some of it's personal preference. Mm-hmm. There are certain things on knives that I like that some people don't. So, like for instance, I'm a big fan of a Nessmuck knife. Some people hate that blade shape, and they will give knives a bad review because of that. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Like so, said, it's definitely not a problem. I want you to be comfortable, but no, yours is just one opinion out of the 800 bazillion opinions that are going to be online. And
J1 Doobie in the house. Hello there.
So I think it's just, it's more about being authentic than it is anything else. I think when you're looking for people to give reviews. Sorry, more reading.
Yep. No, Cicero, you're right. You're right. But I think too, like I'm going to give you a good example. TriStash actually said something the other day that I was like, I don't think you've had experience with stuff lately. I think some people get predetermined about brands. Like he was saying something the other day about Flissa, and I don't think he's reviewed any of the new Flissas that have come out in this last year. Because I think if he did, his opinion would be different. He was talking in the giveaway show yesterday, in his Christmas giveaway show. He had a Fliss, and he was like, I'm not going to give this one away. I'd rather give you a good knife. Now, the one he had was an older version of a Flissa. It was a copy of another knife. I get it. But Flissa, to me, is the most improved knife company of 2025. The stuff they're making, and Rolf, I know you have the Flissa that you won from the channel. He could tell you how good that Flissa is. The one with the Vanker lock. I mean, or their version of the Vanker lock. They can't call it a Vanker lock because that's that's trademark. But so it's a push button pivot lock. We'll call it that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they improved their steels. When Flissa was first around, they were doing stuff like 440A. I mean, half of the new knives they came out with this year. Mm-hmm. Keith the Knife Freak, hello there.
Joe
Welcome
Kasperick came in.
Joe Kasperick, my friend, my pal. How are you doing, buddy? But like Flissa, they've improved their blade steels on a lot of the new knives. They're using 14C28N. They've come out with their own designs. Mm-hmm. They're not copying other people's designs anymore. They've gone a long way. And the fact that they are secretly OEMing a lot of other companies' knives, that you don't even realize. So sometimes, like, like you'll hear people talk about, I don't know who OEM this. And you contact the company and they're like, we don't really say who our OEM is. I'd be willing to make you a bet that it's Flissa, their parent company, not necessarily Flissa. Like Flissa, for instance, they make knives for other companies, and not all of them, but they make some of like the Mossy Oak. Some of the better Mossy Oak knives are made by Flissa, not the ones you find in Walmart though. Like where you get the 5-pack for $20 or something like that. Those Mossy Oaks, those aren't made by Flissa. Mm-hmm. But they're better knives, like the ones with the interchangeable blades. If you look at it, they're exactly the same as the Mossy Oak with the interchangeable blades are exactly the same as the Flissa with the interchangeable blades. No doubt in my mind that Flissa's making that one. I know Flissa made the Mossy Oak machete because they sent it to me to review. And it was actually Flissa that contacted me and not Mossy Oak. So, but I think you get these predetermined notions, and some of these reviewers had a bad review like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and they're not going back to seeing how these companies have made progress. And right now we're in a world where so many knife companies are putting out great products, and there seems to be a new knife company every other day. It's impossible to keep up with. Like one of my goals I had last year was to try to have at least one knife by every company, and I just gave up on that because like there's a new company every week. I can never keep up,
I just looked up who owns Flissa. It's Hangzhou Great Star Industrial Company.
Right, Great Star yeah. Great Star.
That's the whole name.
No, I know, but everybody refers to them as Great Star.
Right.
And they make Work Pro. Mm-hmm. Like the Work Pro multi-tools they make and a bunch of other stuff too. Yeah.
I was nosy. Mm-hmm. The screen is available in Australia. Do you want to change countries?
I don't know. Is anybody watching from Australia? That would be really cool.
I don't know. I clicked on something and... Oh, I know what I did. Never mind. Sorry. Ignore me.
Yes, Cicero. What was it again?
Huh?
Works.
Hangzhou, Great Star, something, something.
Yeah, Great Star is who owns Flissa. And Great Star, like I said, they also own Work Pro. They own. They produce some stuff from Mossy Oak, but they produce stuff for other brands too.
That's what I would think I was trying to
Yeah.
do. I think I was trying to get to the other brands.
Yeah. These they usually don't tell you what other brands are OEMing. Like honestly speaking, I had thought about if I ever wanted to come out with a line of inexpensive knives, like at the $30 to $40 price point, because that's honestly where if I was coming up with a knife company, that's where I'd want to live right now. There are too many YouTubers who are trying to hit that high end mark, and that's cool because they're all making great stuff. Whether it be Casey with Tempest knives, or Lefty EDC with Devo, or Loot with his Wingspan. I'm sorry, with his Newbury EDC stuff. They're all fantastic. And they're making phenomenal stuff. That's all top shelf. You know, the only YouTuber that I know of who's making stuff at a affordable range is 704 Gear, and Brian won't really say who his OEM is. I've asked, but he just says, you know, they use an independent OEM. My bet is that it's probably Flissa. You know, because Flissa, you can go right to the not Work Pro, Great Star's website, and you can contact them about having them OEM your knives. You know, they'll give you prices, and I don't know if everybody is aware of, but there's a thing called catalog knives, where you can go into a catalog, pick a knife design, have it manufactured under your name, and while it's being manufactured under your name, no one else can use that design. Now, what'll happen is over time, if you don't keep paying for that license, they'll start putting it out there. Stephen Parks, hello there. So, like for instance, there was a debate on Kenman's channel a while ago, about 4 or 5 months ago, where he got into a debate with Kelly's Mismatch, about pickled steel, because he was like, well, I've seen some of the pickled steel designs before. And yes, Aldo from Pickled Steel will tell you that some of the pickled steel knives were catalog knives. They weren't ones that were designed by him, but they were brought in and put under the Pickled Steel name, and they're catalog knives. He doesn't hide that fact. And Dan was getting very upset, saying, well, he should let that be known. And he actually does. You know, he doesn't try to hide it.
He sells on Amazon.
Jaybird, hello there. How are you? It's my pal Justin. My pal Justin. Speaking of which, I was just mentioning you the other day in the live stream. I was showing everybody custom laser engraved lighter and the knives you've done for me. So guys, when you see me mention any of my custom laser engraved knives, that was done by my pal, who is in here under the name Jaybird. That's my friend Justin.
Oh, that's the one you used to work with?
Yeah, Justin.
Oh, hi, Justin.
Justin, she knows all about you.
I have. I've heard lots.
Justin does some of the coolest laser stuff. He does laser, 3D printing stuff. So, yeah. In fact, is it there?
Or is it out on the table?
No. I just had it here. I was just showing it on the live stream the other day. So let me grab it. It's probably right here. It's right there. There it is.
Cool. Oh, I thought you were getting something that he printed.
Yeah, I am. He did the lasering.
No.
Oh no, 3D printed?
Yeah.
I can get one of those too. But this was the HX Outdoors knife that I was showing you guys the other day, that Justin lasered the topo pattern on there and then put the channel's alternate logo on the blade. But unfortunately, Justin left. He went on to a new company, and he left me all alone.
High and dry.
Oh, I have no one to bring knives to and say, "Hey, can you engrave this for me?"
What about the knife tool holder, the screwdriver set holder?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Yes.
It's a matter of where we have it.
So, Justin 3D printed this tool holder that I use. This is actually I got the schematic from NAFS, and Justin 3D printed that for me. It came out perfect. I've got it in there holding the tools. I've got it holding all the bits. This thing is amazing. So Justin 3D printed that. He actually 3D, but I can't get to it right now.
Where is it?
It's actually holding up that sign at the moment. It's the white case that's under that sign.
Oh.
So, but he 3D printed a knife case for this. And then I'll get you the tour de force of what he printed. My favorite thing he's ever printed for me. So, hold on.
Hold, please.
Entertain the crowd.
So who's the new work bestie? I'm going to let Lance answer that one.
All right. It's over here somewhere.
So entertain the crowd. Do we want to talk movies again? Go back to TV shows? Books? I'm listening to a book called Of Monsters and Mainframes. And so far, there seems Dracula and werewolves are making appearances on spaceships. It's really fun.
All right. So this is going to be tricky to see because it's dark.
Right.
But I'm going to show the folks.
Okay.
And it's going to be in reverse. So Justin, my pal, is a huge New England Patriots fan. And I am a long-suffering Jets fan because you put long-suffering for the Jets every time. And there was a game that I really thought the Jets were going to beat the Patriots a couple of years back in 2023. Well, the Jets lost. And I came in to find this. It's a Patriots logo with the date. And it says 15-0 because at that point, the Patriots had run 15 straight wins on the Jets. And it has the Jets logo and it says, maybe someday, but not today. I don't know if you guys could see that. So this is what I found on my desk. And I still have it. This is one of the favorite things I own. Mm-hmm. Because the fact that he took so much time to design this, print it, to rub in the fact that the Patriots beat the Jets yet again. So that stays there.
Oh my God. Hi, Mick.
Mick Ranger, hello there.
Sorry.
Dirty Dan. Kathleen Smith, hello. How are you? So yes, that is Jaybird VC15's perfection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so.
Oh, you did? Very nice. We were able to buy tickets for like $5 because I literally saw them selling for like $5 like 20 minutes before the game.
Oh, hi, Derek.
Derek, for real. Hello there. Glad you made it in. So yeah, it was interesting. Like I said, I was perusing the tickets and they were all like $5, like literally like a half hour before the game. You could have bought them.
No. You keep saying that. I'm not going.
Oh, you went to the... Oh, sweet. That's awesome. But...
So I'm going to sit over here and be smug in Denver Broncos fandom. No, it's absolutely fine, Mick. Happy New Year. I hope you're doing well. I hope everything is good.
So Mick Ranger is the biggest New York Ranger fan. That's why his name is Mick Ranger.
Okay.
So the Rangers are not having a good time of it this year.
I'm not a hockey fan. I don't care.
Well, I am, but as a New York Islanders fan, it makes me very happy.
Yes.
Sorry, Mick. I love you, but
uh-huh.
I'm enjoying the fact that the Islanders are playing so well this year in what was supposed to be a rebuilding year, and yet we're third in the conference.
There's still time. Bye, Lakeside. Have a fantastic holiday, and we'll talk to you soon.
Happy New Year. Appreciate you being here, buddy.
Go Pens.
I have nothing against the Penguins. Mario Lemieux is probably in my top 3 favorite players of all time. In fact, I have his jersey hanging in the closet.
So one of my coworkers is a Mets fan, a Jets fan, and a Rangers fan, and he's not having a good time right now. Aw, thank you.
Jason, thank you. So you don't have to do that, buddy. I appreciate it. And for that, you get a phaser salute.
$800 to $1,000 for tickets.
It's for the Jets. It's at the Bills, not here
Oh,
in Buffalo.
well, that's because Buffalo's good.
So, all right. So just so everybody knows, we both play fantasy football. She's very good at fantasy football. I'm very good at fantasy football. In fact, we're playing each other in the championship this Sunday.
Yeah.
It's going to be tricky because, one, I've got like 5 players hurt. But I don't know about Josh Allen because they may not have anything to play for by 4 o'clock on Sunday. Josh Allen is my quarterback. We play an extra week more than most people, but because for some reason we've been playing in this league since like 2001 or something like that. It's one of the oldest leagues I've been in. I'm the commissioner of the league. We run it. It's mostly work friends from over the years. And I've won the championship like 7 times. She's won twice now? Twice. We've played in the championship now twice. I beat her the first time. She beat me the last time to win the championship. That was a couple of years ago. And now this is the 3rd time. So It's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Josh D304, hello and welcome in. So yeah, this will be a fun one. I just don't know what to do because I have Baker Mayfield going at 1 o'clock he's going at 8:30 on Saturday night. And they've got a lot to play for. That is they have to win to get into the playoffs. So he's going to definitely start. Josh Allen will obviously put up 1,000,000 points against the Jets if he actually plays. One, he's hurt. They think he'll be cleared for the game on Sunday. But it's a 4:30 game. It does mean a lot to them because they can move up into the 5th spot. So I see Justin is sending me a whole bunch of stuff.
Yep.
I can't get to it, Justin, to look at because I'm on my phone for the stream. So I'll have to look at it after. But it's gonna be fun either way. One of us won't be happy Monday morning. Actually, let's talk about this. Neither one of us are gonna be happy Monday morning because we have to go back to work.
True. That is very true. But
unless we hit the lottery.
The $1.5 billion one was won by somebody in Arkansas.
One single person won that.
Yep. As far as I know.
Yeah. So good for them.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Right, of course.
Wings, Bruins, Rangers. You'll need Jesus.
I am not a hockey fan.
She does not like the sport of hockey. I grew up playing hockey.
I couldn't care less.
Yeah,
hockey.
I grew up playing hockey. It is by far my favorite sport, followed by a tie between baseball and football.
My wife killed me every year. Maybe one day I will win. I'm just like the Detroit Lions. So I actually have Goff as one of my 2 quarterbacks.
She's also got Drake May.
I do.
So
I do. I like Jared Goff. I think he's a
good quarterback. Absolutely.
He's a really good quarterback. And I honestly think that Detroit over the last few years, it started with Matthew Stafford. When he was there, they were able to start turning things around. And I don't think that they are just automatically, guaranteed losses anytime you play them anymore. I think
No, I mean
they've been
the
really
last couple
able
years,
to.
the last couple years they've been really good. This year, not so much, but
They've been really able to turn things around.
mm-hmm.
I'm not happy he's just another Scott Mitchell. Really? Okay. I mean, you're probably closer to it than I am, but
No, Cicero, she's been to live hockey games with me.
I have.
She just doesn't like hockey.
I have.
I've tried to convince her she's wrong, but
very first, this was way before you. The very first hockey game I went to was a playoff game. I think we went to the Devils game. This was like in like the 90s and stuff, and I am just not a hockey fan. It's hard for me to follow.
Happy New Year as well. Well, we definitely have to talk soon because we got to do some of the things we were talking about. You know, once we're through the holidays, there'll be a lot more time, Justin. Oh, and by the way, as far as my new work bestie, I don't know. It's still me and Dina fighting and having fun all the time and laughing. You know, you know, I don't know if you left first or if Bridget left first, but Bridget left us now. She got a job with Comm, so which is good for her.
Yeah. Dirty Dan, it's just like, I don't know. I feel like, you know how in football they will put like the line of scrimmage and like you can see it on TV. I feel like hockey needs to have like a little spotlight or something on the puck because it's so hard for me to kind of follow that I wind up actually losing interest in it. So
see, for me, growing up playing the game, I just automatically know where the puck's going to be.
But that's because you played. But
yeah, no, absolutely. You know, it's funny though because I'm such a big NHL fan and hockey fan in general that at one point I was on a goal to have every team's jersey. I wound up with 23 NHL team jerseys when I stopped collecting, but I've got a lot of jerseys for a lot of teams. But my favorite team is the Islanders. I have a mild interest in the Devils because they're local. And have a good night, Justin.
Have a good one.
Jay Corskadden, hello there. Channel member, welcome in. I'm not sure if I saw you before, so I apologize if I missed. But Mr. Mouse, welcome in.
I called it. Oh.
They were unstoppable, you know? And yeah, I mean, the Lemieux-led Penguins back in the day, Lemieux to me, even though Gretzky had more points, Lemieux was a better all-around player, in my opinion.
See, I know his name. I know Gretzky. I know Martin Brodeur. And I know I said it right. You know, I know some of the players, but honestly, I couldn't tell you anybody like recent.
That's got to be tough being a Leafs fan because expectations in Toronto are so high. And that team just keeps letting you down year after year after year. You know, it's got to be rough. My relatives live in Toronto, and they're Leafs fans as well. Which my very first memories of hockey are two things. When I was a kid, it was the Islanders knocking the Rangers out of the cup when I was like a very little kid. But my second memory was me crying as a kid because in 77, when I was 7 years old, the Maple Leafs eliminated the Islanders in the playoffs. So that was a rough one. But yep.
Still not a fan. I mean, you want to go back to football talk, we can have those conversations as well, but
and she's not talking baseball right now because she's mad at the New York Mets.
I am mad at the Mets. I'm focused right now on the Broncos and getting the number 1 seed overall. And
yep, she's a Broncos fan.
I am a Broncos fan.
I am a Jets and 49ers fan. Those are my two favorite teams. I root for more than one. Yes, I root for two teams, the Jets and 49ers. And I have a mild interest in the Broncos because when I was a kid, I think I told you guys this before, when I was in high school, we wore Broncos jerseys on the football team. And I played quarterback and I wore number 7. And at the time I had long blonde hair, and they would joke because I could throw the ball really far. I could not throw the ball accurately, but I could throw the ball really far. And people were like, "Oh, when you throw, you look like Elway." I'm like, "That's just the uniform, man."
Yeah. No. So I saw Mr. Mouse. Yes, bad Mets. We're mad at them. I am mad at them.
Jay, you're correct. Bad Jets. I mean, Jets. Sorry for my loss. We're going to wind up with a new quarterback, and if we don't change coaches, we'll probably ruin him as well. I saw a stat today that that out of all the teams that only had 3 wins in a coach's rookie year, there have been I think 27 of them. Only 3 coaches have ever made the playoffs with the same team in future seasons. So history is not on his side.
EDC King, I completely agree with that. That's how I feel about the Mets. When I'm not being mad at them, I'm a fan of the Mets, and then whoever plays against the Yankees, believe it or not, because we take sides in this house.
Well, okay. So in my family, my dad before the Jets existed. My dad was a Packers fan, and then when the Jets came around, he became a Jets fan because we lived in New York, obviously, and I was born into the Jets. It's no getting around it. I was born into it. I will bleed green, probably, kind of like Mr. Spock. But okay, long story short, when I was a very young kid, I reached into a box of cereal and pulled out an NFL poster. And it was a 49ers poster. And that went on my wall next to my bed. And I just started rooting for the 49ers, probably as a 7-year-old.
I didn't tell you what Kevin told me the other day. So I have one of my coworkers is he's a Mets fan, Jets fan, Rangers fan. I mentioned him before. He started his son very, very early into being a Jets fan. And apparently last week they were watching the game, and all of a sudden his son just freaked out and was like, "How could you do this to me? Why did you make me a Jets fan? What are we doing here?" Like, completely had a meltdown. The kid is 18 years old, first year in college, and he was just like, "I am done." And my coworker was hysterically laughing, saying, "This is just what we do." But it was, I thoroughly understand and appreciate the meltdown because I've been there as well. So you take over the train car and play mini hockey on the way to the game. So much fun. Niners can eat a fat one. I will tell you that I have been riding Christian McCaffrey the entire season. He's been amazing. So I will never say anything bad about Christian because I loved his dad when his dad played for the Broncos back in the 90s. So you will never hear me saying anything bad about Christian McCaffrey. The rest of them, no. He thinks the Raiders should lose the first-round draft pick over Max Crosby. Well, he hasn't been convicted of anything. I think that there's a lot that has to kind of go into that. There's investigations I think that they have to do and all of that stuff. And if he did it, then yeah, I think he should. I think they should probably cut or do something. But I don't know. I don't know if the team should be punished for that, but I think that there definitely should be some sort of punishment to Crosby himself. I don't know if that makes sense. I kind of had to talk myself through it. So, yeah, Dirty Dan, you're absolutely right about the Pats. I mean, for a while, I mean, before Brady left, I mean, they were the current Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs for the last 10 years have made the have made the playoffs. This is the first year in 10 years that they haven't. So, I don't know. And my faves as well, and his daddy. Individuals, I like teams as a whole can stink. You're right. But yeah, I mean, and from what I understand, there's another McCaffrey that is coming. I think it's Luke. I can't remember his name. But there's another one in college as well that I think is probably going to be declaring in the next year or so. But I loved Ed. He was one of my favorites of all time, you know. But what are we going to do, you know? The Chiefs had lots of help from the refs over those. Oh, of course they did. Of course they did. They were doing, you know, everything, you know. No proof, obviously, but, you know, we all know that the calls go their way. But that's how it is. They pick a favorite. The NFL will, you know, and then say, you know, make it a little bit easier for them. That's why they did so much with Brady, and why Brady was like that. McCaffrey Sr. was a badass. Dude was crazy. Yes. I mean, he would run through a brick wall. He was that kind of guy. Ed McCaffrey.
Yes.
Would run through a brick wall.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But no, I was just telling them that, you know, I've been riding Christian this entire season, and there's another one that's coming too, I think. I think his name is Luke.
I believe so too, yes.
Yeah. So I think he's got a little bit of eligibility left in college, I think. I don't think he's declared yet, but
I had to go get more coffee because I was out.
Oh, sorry. That's the bad thing about that one. It's such a skinny thing. It only holds a little bit at a time.
Yes. So, more iced coffee.
So.
Wow, we've still got 38 people here. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. I appreciate that.
Yep.
So just a reminder, on Sunday's live stream will be the members only giveaway. So there'll be a video going up for that, a comment video for that. We'll go that way. So, and then we'll pick the monthly giveaway. I've got something cool lined up for everybody. So, and then, all right, we fell short of the 3,000 subscribers. We are literally 38 subscribers away from 3,000 as of when we started the stream. So I don't know if anybody else signed up since. But so it looks like we're not going to get there by the end of the year, but we'll get there probably sometime in the next couple of weeks. Maybe even, it's probably be even sooner. Probably by over the weekend, because we picked up like 60 something subscribers this week alone. So.
Mick, let me tell you how I became a Broncos fan.
This is good.
So my father was a Giants fan. And I sat down and I watched games with him. Like, it would be like over holidays and stuff. Like the men in our family, you know, it was a traditional split. The women would be in the kitchen, guys would be in the living room watching football. So I went in and I was watching, and my dad said to me something about not really being into football. So I was like, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to learn. I was 14. My father wasn't going to tell me what I could and couldn't do. But during that time, I saw they were playing the Giants, and I saw Phil Simms for the first time. And there was just something about his smug ass face that I just automatically didn't like. So I was like, well, who's the other team? And then I was watching Elway and like all of that stuff. So that is literally how I became a Broncos fan. I didn't like Phil Simms, and my dad told me that I would change my mind. So it's been 40 years now. I'm pretty sure at this point I won. But here we are. So and I needed an AF team. It just made it more fun. Cool. Cool.
Well,
Absolutely.
after we get off the live stream, remind me to text David. It's his birthday.
I texted, I Facebook messaged
I
him
did too,
before.
but I want to text him.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Bluminati Ninja, hello there. Channel member, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
On the Edge EDC, channel member, hello there. Welcome in.
Yeah. It's spite. It's completely and totally spite, but it's been 40 years. My team has won 3 Super Bowls. I can't argue. And in the next, if it doesn't happen this year, in the next like 2 years, we're going to be Super Bowl champs again.
So, my friend Jeff, who I was telling you about before, who would hit on every girl, his brother was Frank. For years, the two of them did not speak to each other because of their sports rivalries. Put it to you this way. Frank liked the Giants, so Jeff automatically chose the Jets.
Right.
Frank liked the Yankees, so Jeff picked the Mets. And that's how all their sports loyalties. Frank was an Islanders fan, so Jeff chose the Rangers, which is really weird because it's usually the other way around.
Right.
And they would argue about sports, and they were so childish about it. Like if the Giants would beat the Jets, Frank would cut out the newspaper article, put it on his door, so Jeff would have to walk by it and see it. That's how they would fight with each other. They didn't start talking to each other. Like the first probably 5 years I knew them,
Oh, wow.
I was friends with Frank first. I didn't know Jeff. I met Jeff at one of the family's barbecues, but Frank would not talk to Jeff or introduce me to Jeff. His mother had to.
Oh, God.
And then I became friends with both of them, and then Jeff played hockey with me we played in the same hockey team and whatnot. But they did not start talking until one of them was getting married and they finally broke down and they started talking again.
That is great.
But yes, they were bitter about it. Like,
I love that level of petty.
it was such a level of petty.
It's great.
And like I said, and it was vice versa. Like if like say the if the Rangers beat the Islanders, Jeff would put that article, cut it out, and put it on his door.
Oh my God, that's great.
And they would have to walk by each other's door, which is the funniest thing in the world.
On the Edge EDC, yep, absolutely. I mean, you've been there longer than I have, so you probably saw all of the amazing teams that they had in the mid 70s and stuff. So I mean, they were just amazing. Phil Simms is an asshat. He absolutely is.
100%.
I was on one of so I don't know if you guys remember a few years ago, but there was a petition going around that was being sent to CBS to prevent Phil Simms from actually calling the games for the Broncos. Like, we were just like, we don't want him. It didn't work, but we tried. We definitely tried to get rid of him.
Yep.
So, and Mick, you said that you bleed Giants blue. It's funny. My company is partnered with MetLife Stadium. So a couple years ago, we had our kickoff for our fiscal year. They do kind of something every year. And we got to go behind the scenes in Giant Stadium. Like, they rented out the entire stadium. They brought in a bunch of food trucks. We got tours of locker rooms and stuff, and it was really kind of cool. I was sending him pictures from the Jets side of the world, but we were down going through the Giant stuff as well. So.
And whose autograph did you get? I'm drawing a blank.
Oh shit! Whose autograph did I get? There were a few there. I can't remember.
I know, but I'm trying to remember. She got me a couple of autographs, Giant players. By the way, I don't hate the Giants. I'm a Jets fan who does not hate the Giants. I don't hate the Giants at all. And in fact, I was a big Eli Manning fan coming out of college. And I'm a huge Jackson Dart fan. I wanted the Jets to draft Jackson Dart. I don't know if she remembers, but I kept saying on draft day, I want Jackson Dart. I want Jackson Dart. And then he went to the Giants, and I was like, damn. Because I think he's going to be a great quarterback.
Yeah. On the Edge, I remembered the end of Dan Reeves in like 86, 87 before he decided to make the jump over into racing. And it does not surprise me about Seaver. That he was
He always had an air about him, though.
Yep.
Like I never thought he would be
nice.
a friendly guy. I always
No.
felt he had an air of arrogance around him.
Mhm.
You know.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
But hopefully not the equipment manager who embezzled from the team,
I
right?
was just thinking that. Mhm. Hi, Douglas Wagner.
Douglas Wagner, hello there. How are you? Because that was a big scandal about one of the equipment managers who was basically stealing equipment and embezzling from the team.
He was selling it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that was him. Oh my God, that's funny.
Oh, wow.
That's really funny, Nick.
Oh. It's okay, Illuminati. We love all kinds.
Oh, that's fine, Blue.
Yeah.
You know me. We get off topic, and today's just kind of a free for all. We have no real topic.
I was just gonna say I don't think topics were actually.
This is just everybody coming out to hang out for New Year's Eve. Just having a little fun before all the festivities begin later.
Yep.
And hope everybody stays safe tonight. Like I said, it could be amateur hour out there. Plus, beside people drunk driving, people just get stupid when they get drunk sometimes. So, just all got to be careful. Blind Wolf Fury in the house. Hello there and Happy New Year. One of my favorite screen names, Blind Wolf Fury. I love it.
Yes. Charlie Samuels. That's the guy's name.
Yes.
Right. Okay. It was like I would remember it if I saw it, but like that Marshall stack in the back.
Oh yes, that's one of many amps that are in this room. Like to the right of me, I have a Fender Bandmaster from 1966. I've got a triple rectifier over there, a crate head, more cabinets. Altogether, I think in here, what did we count the other day? There are like 17 amps in here. Yeah, I'm a guitar player and collector. Although we've eliminated, what did we say, 13 guitars we sold?
I think so.
Yeah, it recently sold like 13 guitars to bring me down to like, what did we say, 38, something like that? I don't remember. 35, somewhere in that nature.
Things.
But yeah, I'm a collector of guitars and knives and all things guitars, amps, pedals, that sort of stuff.
Mr. Mouse, we have very wide and varied interests, so you are always free to suggest a topic if you want to chat about it more. The chances are we've either read about it, we've done it.
So
whatever.
I'm a big music guy. Like I've been playing guitar since I was 16. Yeah, we got to do. You said it before. We have to do a music stream one night when we just talk all strictly music. It's too hard for me to play. Like I would like to play, but because of the way our house is set up, if I play guitar, the neighbors are going to hear it. There's no way for me to play quietly because I don't have. Well, I do have small amps, but most of my amps are 100 watters because they're all from my actual gigging days. I do have some small battery powered amps, or I can play through like right here, the little positive grid. I can play through something like that, but it's not as much fun as turning things loud and shaking the house. But yeah, so some of the things we do is for people who are new to the channel, we are also paranormal investigators. We've been investigating since roughly the mid 2000s. So we've been doing it a very long time. We've investigated so many locations. It's one of our passions, although it's slowed down in the last few years, just for a lot of reasons. But I look to pick that up again in 26, do more investigations. We used to do a podcast based on the paranormal.
Mm-hmm.
You can still find the episodes. They're up there. It's called the Paranormal Pulse Podcast. The episodes are still out there. Where we used to talk about our investigations, places we've been, and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the paranormal thing? It's fun.
Yes, Blue. So if you see my channel is EKG. So if you see EKG in the comments, that's someone from our team, usually.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really post anything on the paranormal channel anymore. I haven't posted anything there because it became it's a lot of work to post paranormal videos.
Yeah.
You go on an investigation, you investigate for 6 hours, and say you're there for 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You now have 6 hours of video to review, but if you're using, like we do, sometimes 5 and 6 cameras, you're talking 30, 40 hours sometimes of
Mm-hmm.
footage to review,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's audio to review.
Mm-hmm.
It takes so much to go through everything, so much time, and then to edit it down into a comprehensive video. It just becomes too much work, so I stop.
What are you doing?
Mick, it's never too late to start playing guitar. I'm going to give you a good example. A buddy of mine at work, in his 60s, during the pandemic, picked up a guitar. In fact, I gave him the guitar. I gifted him the guitar. Well, he texted me about 6 months ago. He was on stage. He retired and he moved down to Key West, Florida, and he is performing in theater now. And he's acting and he's playing guitar. And what he texted me was, "Oh, the Knicks lost."
Oh,
crap.
That's a weird thing for him to text you.
No, he didn't text me. I just saw it came up on my screen.
It's a joke.
But he texted me with a picture saying, "Hey, do you recognize this guitar? It's the one you gave me." And he took it up at like age 60. So,
mm-hmm.
You can do it. It's never too late.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the thing with anything, Mr. Mouse. I mean, guitar, piano, like anything. So.
I've seen Cicero. I know of Latitude. Yep. 100%.
Please don't have him buy more guitars.
No, we're not buying any more guitars.
We're finally getting rid of some.
No, we're not. Yeah, I mean, and he's like he decided when he hit age 60 that he was retiring. He was retiring early. He had inherited some money from his parents, and he sold his house up here in New York and moved to Florida. But he's one of those naturally deep voice guys. When he talks, it's booming. Mm-hmm. He talks like that, and you can hear him like if he's in a supermarket and he's talking, you can hear him like 5 aisles away. He's got that big, deep voice. So he actually started doing voiceover work as well. Mm-hmm. So kind of cool. Like he reinvented himself at the age of 60. It's never too late.
Mm-hmm. But he at one point told me that he was always involved in theater. So he said to me that one of his goals was to actually be a voice actor, to do like audiobooks and stuff.
Well, that's what he was going. He actually took classes for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just lost the cat.
She's here.
Behind.
Yeah, she's fine. She's just behind your chair.
Is she?
Yeah, she's trying to pull something off the shelf. Come here, you. Come here. Come here. You wanna?
Come here.
Come here.
I'm trying to catch her, so that maybe we could show her.
Mm.
She's gonna hate every second of it.
You can just pick her up. She lets you. She doesn't let me.
Come here. Nope. Oh, it's ow. It's okay. Relax.
But come here. She's going to keep seeing that unless you move.
Sorry. Here's Wednesday.
Sit down. She'll be okay. Let her calm down.
It's not that. She's hurting my wrist.
Well, give her to me. Oh. So this is our little girl Wednesday, who really doesn't want to be picked up right now. But she's such a good girlie. Say hello to the people on the TV. Say hello. Yeah. Look at you. You're on the screen. You see yourself on the screen?
So when you see the little icons of the little black cats, it's her.
Good girl. Good girl. All right, you want to get put down? You're being a good girl.
I'm such a good girl. You know what she's going to do later? She's going to bite my face off.
No. She's a good girl.
She is.
Good girl.
She really is. I mean, and she's pure black. Like, you know how some black cats have like that little patch of white either here or on their belly or whatever? She is.
Good girl.
She doesn't have any of that.
Did we run out of her treats?
I don't know.
I couldn't find the bag up there.
I couldn't find the bag up there either.
And I gave her the other ones and she didn't like them.
Yeah, I tried that. Yeah, I tried that as well. But yeah, our last cat was also a black cat. His name was Salem. And when we saw her, we were kind of like on the fence of whether or not we were going to get another cat, what we were going to do. But we were kind of like looking around, and when we got her, the shelter had decided that they were going to call her Brownie. We're like, no, we're changing that. And the first season of Wednesday had just come out, so we're like, let's do Wednesday. So that's what we call her.
Yep. Yep. She's a great cat. She really is. Yeah, fireworks. Like some animals get really freaked out by fireworks.
It's the percussion, I think. I think they can feel it.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I just heard some fireworks outside.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I did not. It doesn't surprise me. Brown Sugar, if you're leaving, you have a fantastic holiday. Be careful.
Yeah, Brown Sugar. Oh, Brown Sugar. I want to do a get-together of the people who are in the area.
Oh, sorry.
So I want to do like Aries had. Aries had a little get-together down in Florida for some people in the area. I want to do that maybe coming up like in March when the weather's not so tough and we hopefully don't have snow, you know. But I definitely want to do that because I'm finding out more and more. There's a bunch of us in this area. So, and I know I'm going to be hanging out with Fred the Lug. He's going to be away this week, but when he gets back, we're going to hang out. Actually, we were supposed to do it this week, but I wound up working late the one night. And I told him, I was like, well, we'll make it another night. So we pushed it out till after he gets back from his trip. Yeah, I mean, if we all even if we just get together at a diner one night or whatever, we have plenty to choose from here in Jersey. So, you know, we just kind of hang out, take over a table and, you know, talk knives. We're in New Jersey. So more specifically, I'm up in the northwest corner of Jersey where it meets Pennsylvania and New York. So like people from Orange County, New York, or people who are in that area of Pennsylvania and the people in New Jersey, it's pretty close for all of us. So we could all get together. So I definitely want to do that. That'll be fun. And we can, you know, scare people in the diner by all showing off our knives. You know, or we could just use our knives as cutting utensils. You know, we could just sit there and cut steaks. I know Bees talks about doing that all the time. That whenever he goes out to a restaurant, him and his wife, he's always using his pocket knives.
Wait, you're in this area?
Who? Brown Sugar?
No.
Who?
Blind Wolf Fury?
Oh, I had no idea. Where are you? Because I live in Sussex County, New Jersey, and I work in Orange County, New York. So, and in Monroe County, I'm sorry, in Pike County in PA a lot. So, and of course, you know, oh, you're in Orange County.
Said close to.
Oh, okay.
So are you like Duchess, Sullivan? Are you up that way?
Wurtsboro, okay.
Okay.
Oh, we know Wurtsboro. Crystal Connection.
Yeah, I know.
We go to so Blind Woo, you know the Crystal Connection in Wurtsboro? We go there a lot.
Mm-hmm. Although
So,
it's been a little bit of time since.
Well, yeah, it's been but I mean we were going a lot.
Mm-hmm. Right.
We haven't gone a lot of places in the last few months, so
No.
we've been kind of staying homebodies
Mm-hmm.
once the weather got cold.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, but no, we like Wurtsboro.
It's awesome. All right, we have gone over our time. So Boundbrook. Yep. Well, yeah, but
Oh, I used to work right down by there. I used to work at the hospital in Somerville.
Excellent. So we've gone past 2 hours. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a couple of glasses and we're going to raise a toast to everyone. So this is for the past year being in such a great community. I love all you folks. This community has been awesome. And this is looking forward to a great 2026. So here's a toast to everybody in the community. We love you all and Happy New Year. That's good.
Titanium Justin.
Titanium Justin, member for 4 months. Justin, you got here right at the end, so you will get the last lightsaber salute of 2025. All right, folks.
1931 Leatherworks.
Oh,
Terry,
we're just heading out, but you have a happy New Year and thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. All right, everybody, have a happy New Year. Be safe, and we will talk to you on Sunday. Just remember, Sunday there will be a members giveaway, and it's going to be a good one. So if you're not a member, you may want to become a member to be eligible. There will be a comment video probably up tomorrow or Friday. So, and then the best of video is going to be coming out with my best ofs of 2025, and that will be coming out on Friday. So, all right, folks, be safe. Love you all. Have a happy New Year and good luck in 2026, and we'll see you there.
Bye. See you soon. Bye, everyone.